lived through FinSac and I saw people suffering as a result. I saw what happened, how the entrepreneurial class was totally destroyed, wiped out. Not only by bad economic policies related to how banks were regulated, but it was also destroyed because it created a false notion that investing in government paper was really investing. It created what I call a lazy set of entrepreneurs. And it is that lazy set of entrepreneurs who now want to come around the country. It created a class of people who believe that buying government paper was actually creating wealth. We must never allow that notion to return in our country. Because right now we have created, this government, this administration, has properly established what it means to be an entrepreneur and to create wealth. People now have to go and invest in real wealth, in real business. There is no mystery as to why it is, as the Jamaica Labour Party come in, the unemployment rate moved from as high as 13% to now 4.2. You know why? Because investors now have to do real investment that employ people. They have to invest in the real economy. And government borrowing is not crowding out real investment. These are some of the fundamental changes that have happened in our country. That sometimes the ordinary man, yes, worry about his salary and all the other issues which are important issues. But in order for us to address the issues that are bothering you now, the pain points, we have to change these fundamental issues. The bad roads, the lack of water, poor public transportation, all of these issues did not happen overnight. They happened because we had a government that neglected the fundamentals. What I call, the best way to describe it is voodoo economics, smoke and mirrors economics, creating a false sense of wealth through high interest rates. And that is why I'm so fearful when I see those persons who benefited from that era of Jamaica's economic history to come now to talk when they didn't make their wealth by hard-nosed investing. They made their wealth simply by being connected, simply by a government policy that says, I will just take your money and give you back 10, 20% on it. You don't have to do anything. And they call that investing. All that meant is that the poor people who paid their taxes, that tax that you pay went to pay them, who started out already with money in their hand. And that is why their own member of parliament had to speak the truth, that the economic policy of their government was nothing more than the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. We cannot go back to that. And those who benefited from it must never see power in this country.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to Talk Jamaica, Sunday morning show. It is your show. It is the first show of 2026. First show of 2026. And it is your show. When we come on a Sunday morning, we give you the opportunity to speak. 876-804-7072. We don't invite guests on a Sunday morning. We give you the phone line. I want to hear from you. There are a number of things that we have to look at this morning. Nicolas Maduro is now in the United States in custody. And, you know, we have to wonder. Some people are rejoicing. I see it as a very sad day and a concern. Because what that says to me, and Bernie Sanders said it best, you know. Bernie Sanders said it. Is it that America is now putting themselves back in a position where if they don't like a certain leader, they just go in and take them out? Is that where we are? Is that where we are, people? It is a serious, serious thing. Very serious. Very, very serious. And I am concerned. Let's listen to Bernie. Let's listen to Bernie.
Of Senator Bernie Sanders. So now listen to this message, guys.
Thanks very much for joining me. Donald Trump has once again shown his contempt for the Constitution and the rule of law. Let's be clear. The President of the United States does not have the right to unilaterally take this country into war, even against a corrupt and brutal dictator like Maduro. The United States does not have the right, as Trump stated this morning, to run Venezuela. Congress must immediately pass a war powers resolution to end this illegal military operation and reassert its constitutional responsibilities. Trump's attack on Venezuela will not make the United States and the world safer. Quite the contrary. This brazen violation of international law gives a green light to any country on earth that may wish to attack another nation to seize their resources or change their governments. This is the horrific logic of force that Putin used to justify his brutal attack on Ukraine. Trump and his administration have made it clear that they want to revive the Monroe Doctrine, a belief that claims that the United States has the right to dominate the affairs of the hemisphere. They have spoken openly about controlling Venezuela's oil reserves, the largest in the world. Let's make no mistake about it. This is rank imperialism. It recalls the darkest chapters of U.S. interventions in Latin America, which have left a terrible legacy. It will and should be condemned by the democratic world. Trump campaigned for president on an America First platform. He claimed to be the peace candidate. Well, at a time when 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, when our healthcare system is collapsing, when people throughout this country cannot afford housing, and when artificial intelligence threatens millions of jobs, it is time for the president to focus on the crises facing this country and end the military adventurism abroad. Trump is failing in his job to run the United States of America. He should not be trying to run Venezuela. Thank you very much.
That's Bernie Sanders, senior statesman in the U.S. And that just confirms my concern. And we hear Marco Rubio saying that if he was in Cuba in the leadership, he wouldn't be so comfortable. Now, I will only say one more thing upon this. I will only say one more thing on it. I hear the beating of chest in the press conference from Mar-a-Lago yesterday morning, where the Americans are saying that they are the only one who could have done that. And what I'm going to say, I have no evidence for. This is just my opinion. Make it clear that this is my opinion. There wasn't no skill. Was no skill. But it was money. Maduro was sold out by people around him. And that's my view. He was sold out. Yes, we know America have good intelligence. We know they have the equipment to listen in. But from my point of view, Maduro was sold out by people very close to him. And his security was also infiltrated. So I'll leave it at that. Coming back home. Saw the rains came and St. Mary got heavy flooding. Stewart Town and other places. We hear the calling on the MP to get to the NWA. And one of the mistakes that this government also made was stopping the NWA from attending meetings of the municipal corporations. It used to be a standard procedure that NWA would be at the public sitting of the municipal corporations. They stopped that. And that's a wrong move, I think, by the government. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Hello, morning, Colin.
Hey, nephew, Wagwan.
How you do, my brother?
I am doing well, giving God thanks.
Nice.
How are you?
First of all, what I see happen in Venezuela yesterday, I am really concerned about this world and Donald Trump being the president for the most powerfulest country in the world. The world is not safe.
Not safe at all, nephew. Not safe.
And every well-thinking human being should seriously concern. How can a man just go into a country, take over, and then tell you that he going to run the country?
Yes, we are going to run Venezuela. How about this?
And then he going to make America oil company take over.
The people them oil.
Lord Jesus, God Almighty, have mercy, Lord. So we can go suckle in?
Well, it'll happen in front of our face, nephew.
And then in the press conference again, them are going to say Cuba maybe next.
Yeah, then that Marco Rubio said that if he was in leadership in Cuba, he wouldn't be comfortable right now.
And then if them try it, them are going to want to tell Jamaica that they can use here to clean and this, that.
But I'm going to tell you something, though. I'm going to tell you something. They are not going to Cuba. Cuba not no oil. Cuba don't have no oil, brother. It is the oil of Venezuela that Trump is after. But him
right.
say it clearly. Him say it.
You're right.
Him say it. It's the oil.
You're right, Colin.
Yeah.
Colin, I am a proud...
Nuts.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I am a proud Jamaican 2026.
Yes.
I want to say to the government of Jamaica, thank you very much for a good 2025 year for our country. And thank the good Lord that the Jamaican people will see it September 3rd last year to return back the Andrew Holness-led government for the third term. And 2026 will be a better year for Jamaica and the people of Jamaica.
I hope and I wish along with you.
And when you look at 2025, we're up to the September quarter, over 5% growth.
Rubbish. Hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know me not gonna allow you to do that. You remember what the news say? 5.1% growth over the same quarter last year.
Yes.
What was the measurement in that quarter last year?
I heard Ralston is telling you that it's not really growth. We were just going back
It's
where
not
we
heard.
were.
No, last year, the third
Mhm.
quarter,
Mhm.
we were down by minus 5% first, and then they come back and then review it and said it was minus 3.2%. So if we were down minus 3.2% and we grew 5.1% over that quarter, then you have to minus that 3.2% from the 5.1. That
Yeah.
leave you with 1.9%.
Colin, the next thing I want to say, Colin, we end the year with murder done over the past 30 years, which also I want to say to the Andrew Holness government, thank you very much. And they expected that 2026, they will bring it even lower to around, I think that's about 15 per 100,000.
15 per 100,000.
In the Caribbean, where if you get that type of murder, that is what they say is within your better.
Yeah.
But overall, the Jamaica Labour Party government has done very, very well.
Well, I tell you that is rubbish.
Well, I'm Colin, make us finish the point then. I'm not here to convince you.
No, but hold on, nephew. Hold on. If you are saying that the government did very, very well, then we have to look at what it is that you said they did well at. I will agree with you that the decrease in murder is a very good result. No matter how them get the result, it's a very good result. So I will agree with you on that one. What else has the government done well in? Tell me.
We have seen, I just play a clip from the man who's going to end up to be Jamaica's greatest prime minister.
Andrew Holness cannot even be a great prime minister.
The only man, we can finish my point.
Him cannot even be a great prime minister.
May I finish my point? The only man who you could say next to Andrew Holness is Michael Manley.
Rubbish.
He was like,
Hey. Hold on. The first thing, nephew, Andrew Holness have no moral fortitude to talk about great in prime ministerial in Jamaica. Andrew Holness first must go get his statutory filing sorted out before you can put him in any class with anybody. Before you can compare him with anybody. That is the first thing he must do. Get that sorted out. And until that is sorted out, Andrew cannot be compared with any other prime minister in this country. None. Not even Bruce Golding can compare with. Because when Bruce Golding got himself in trouble, Bruce Golding stepped up as a man of integrity and stepped aside. Andrew Holness should even be on the ballot in the last election. You talk about great? Great?
You want to hear my comment now? I agree with you. That is something need to be cleared up.
And before that clear up, you can't talk about Andrew and great. Cannot.
And it is a matter before the court now. And we should wait on the court ruling.
We now have to wait on the court ruling. Hold on. We not have to wait on the court ruling to see that he's not certified.
But
hold on, nephew. We don't have to wait on the court ruling to understand that there are problems with Andrew Holness statutory filing since 2021.
when you have a prime minister which bring down unemployment to its lowest ever in the history of our country, he must consider as one of your greatest.
And let me say this to your nephew, why that no work like how you are said. This level of unemployment that you're talking about, it is not real unemployment. Because remember, there are about what is the figure? Nearly 360,000 Jamaicans who should have been in the working force that is not in there. Are you aware of that? That didn't count in that 3.2%. Are you aware of that?
That is what I hear you and Rastan.
Then you know, do some research. You know, do no research and find out if a true way I talk or a lie way I tell.
I am going by what the people in authority who have.
Oh, you're going by what you want to believe.
Statin is telling us.
But Statin tell you how much people no counted it because what Statin says. Here's how it works, nephew. If I say that me now work for $16,000 a week, so me now look no work, they don't count me as unemployed. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying to you that the number is about 360,000 people who should be counted who are not counted. You remember, hold on. You remember a statement by Delroy Chuck when him saying talk to some people down the West where he used to work in the hotel industry, and they tell him say they're not taking the work because when they go to work, when they get for pay, can't sustain them to go to work. You remember that?
Yes, but remember also, Colin, that the environment now is there where now you can afford to live by employing your own self. Now that created by the same present Prime Minister.
Hold on a little bit. The producer wants to say something.
Good morning, viewers and listeners.
Good morning, beautiful. Good morning.
All right. If you're a doctor at an hospital, right? And the health minister called and said that we are sending medication for the people on the wards. How many people you have at surgical ward? How many at maternity ward? And medical ward, both male and female? If you can't give the total amount of people on the wards, there's no way you can know how much medicine to get for each set of people.
You're right.
The population census has not been completed. And because of that, there is no way you can tell how many people live in Jamaica, how many people is unemployed. There's no way you can do that. So first thing we need to do is the population census. Don't it?
Yes, I will remember.
You hear the lady, nephew?
Yeah, I heard her because I realized that you're not ganging me now.
We do what?
You're not ganging me now.
Oh, nephew, listen. Let me tell you something. There's also a figure of underemployment.
Yes.
And I tell you about that already, which is about 5.2%. Meaning people who are overqualified for the jobs that they are doing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Also, a lot of the people who are working in a chung place at throw box for $16,000 a month. You have a lot of people who they consider employment, over 260,000, who are selling kerchief and shamay on the road. So that unemployment level is nothing to gloat about. And right now, that unemployment level is about 25%.
The next thing I want to say to you, under this present government, our rating upgrade is the highest ever.
Rating? Which one are the rating?
We are switch on rating agency.
But did they tell us that we need to grow the economy?
Well, yes, but the rating...
So let me ask you something. What is the growth rate of the economy over the last 10 years? Average.
I can't tell you.
0.8%. Is that good? Is that something to praise a government about?
So you questioning the rating agency rating for us?
No, man, but the rating agency, how does the rating agencies work? What the rating agencies are doing, They are saying to people who lend money that you can lend Jamaica money, they will pay. Because they have been paying. Right? The rating agency is not saying that Jamaica is growing. Because in the last one from S&P, they stated that Jamaica is the only country with a BB rating that is growing, that is not growing the way they are supposed to grow. Jamaica growth rate since Andrew Holness has been prime minister has been an average of 0.8%. And I want to tell you that based on my calculation, and Ralston agreed with me yesterday morning, that is going to go down.
Colin, I don't come here expecting you as a member of the NEC.
No, but nephew, forget who I am. It's truth we preach on this channel here. So if you can't tell me, say, Colin, where you say a lie, Colin, what you say no go so, then accept the facts, brother. Everybody have a right to their own opinion, but not their own facts. And the facts state that Andrew Holness is maybe the worst prime minister this country has ever seen. Even with the decrease in murders this year, the most Jamaicans died under any one prime minister in the history of this country is under Andrew Holness. Remember
Colin,
that.
This is your opinion
No. That is no opinion. Tell Andrew Holness, Colin Bell say, the most Jamaicans to be murdered under any one prime minister in this country is under Andrew Holness. That is not an opinion. That are hard, cool facts. It or not.
No, you are saying that Andrew Holness is the worst prime minister so far. Are you questioning the intelligence of the majority of the Jamaican people to put back Andrew Holness as prime minister?
Yes. You want one more yes? Yes.
Colin, your head need to examine.
Hey, nephew.
Your head need to examine.
Nephew.
Yes, my brother.
You read the Bible? You read the Bible?
Go on, talk.
No, you believe the Bible? You read and believe the Bible?
Not in every case.
Do you believe that the majority is not always right? You believe that?
Colin, I am not here to question.
No, man, may I ask you a question? You believe that the majority is always right?
I have to accept the will of the people.
We accept the will of the people. That's a different argument. The question you asked me a while ago, if I am questioning the intelligence of the majority of the people who voted, and I said yes. The majority is not always right, nephew. When Jesus Christ was up on the cross,
all right,
the majority of people said, give us Barabbas.
All right. If the people refuse the PNP 3 times, what that tells you about the PNP?
They have refused the GLP 4 times. You forget that? You forget that? It's 4 times them dash for the GLP.
All right, Colin, because give your PNP activists them the line now.
You see, you have to run because liquor take you. Liquor take you all about here, kid, and me like beat you, you know. The people in the chat room now want to hear you, you know, but me like beat you. because you know what with nephew? When you lick him with truth, you know, he will accept it, you know. When you lick him with the truth, it's not like the labor rights who are paid, because the bloggers are paid, you know. So they can't admit, but nephew, when you lick him, he will admit and say, all right, Colin. Yeah, man.
Hey, Willard, Colin.
Yes.
I heard about your producer, you know.
Where you about my producer, sir?
I heard that she's a very nice person.
Oh God, she's beautiful.
Yes.
Both in looks and in spirit and soul and thoughts.
Ask her if she's interested in running the Port Antonio Division.
Not for the Labour Party. Not for the Labour Party, Neville. Have a good morning. Thank you. No, I like talking to Neville, you know. In spite of people in the chat room, give him a chance. I like talk to him because like Damien say, I've no real labor right in Jamaica, just some confused comrades. Nephew is a confused comrade. 876-804-7072. Andrew Holness cannot enter any argument of greatest prime minister in Jamaica. He cannot. The first thing, that issue of his statutory filing, controlling the country's purse, and you not in good standing with the Integrity Commission, is a serious blot against Andrew Holness. Everything else that Andrew Holness does is secondary to that issue of his statutory filing. Yeah? Somebody said, no, Colin, you would not let anyone else talk so much rubbish. It's true. It's true. Because that amount of garbage when Nevio want to dump out over here. But he's a man that will accept sometime. Unlike the labor rights who are paid to talk the rubbish. So like him get paid for talk the rubbish. He admit that Ralston is the best financial analyst. He also admit that the government should call in Ralston Hyman. Because how can you rate up Andrew when the country economy is in such a bad state? You see, Andrew will let's try to tell the Jamaican people that the economy is doing well. Far from the truth. So far from the truth. I played a clip with him this morning talking about people investing in government paper. That is what is happening in Jamaica right now under Andrew Holness. So again, by Andrew Holness standard, he has failed. And I can draw a lot of receipt where Andrew Holness himself speaks to his failure. When we look at the hurricane and the amount of houses that have been damaged in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, Manchester, Andrew Holness came to the parliament and threw himself under the bus. But because a lot of people not listening and some people don't understand what the man say, them don't pick up. Andrew Holness came to the parliament after Hurricane Melissa and spoke about the earthquake in Haiti and the earthquake in Chile. And the man spoke to the infrastructure. One country had good infrastructure and one did not. The country with the poor infrastructure, over 300,000 people died. The one with good infrastructure got a heavier earthquake and less than 800 people died. Is Andrew Holness coming at the parliament and put that on the table, And labor rights now understand that because of the poor policies of the Andrew Holness-led administration, so many houses were damaged in the hurricane. Call a morning, talk Jamaica.
Yeah,
Bless up, Rasta.
When the I come for lick down our nest,
Yes.
rake up our nest.
Yes.
And when the PNP them bend down for brush off hands,
yes.
was come down and sting them up.
Yes.
But Colin, me just changed my mind since me call there, I now worry defend the Prime Minister this morning since you have one joker just trying best to defend him,
And lose.
So, not this morning when you have a 4-year-old pint going towards the police and get murdered, Serious morning this morning, Me think about a 4-year-old that will get killed, Colin. I think about Bounty Killer tune, look into my eyes.
Tell me what you see.
You ever watch Basic Instinct and see where Samuel Jackson do at the courthouse?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Colin, whether you think so or not, I am one of the one who would like Jamaica fix. Since I don't want to take up a whole heap of time on your program,
You don't
next
like,
time I
hold on,
ring the eye bell,
hold on, you say you don't like
I go
Jamaica
and
do what?
tell the eye.
You say you don't like Jamaica do what? Fix?
I am one of the one who would love Jamaica fix, run under law and order.
Yes.
Although you see me might go sometime.
Yeah. I know say I go, you argue most of the time when you talk. But you sound serious this morning. You don't sound like I joke this morning.
Yeah, country have a really run under law and order, and you can't just have two law can run on country, you know.
Yeah.
You have to have one law, and if you all right, with the Guyana and the indiscipline on the road, not much different from Jamaica, and you 45 minutes across over Suriname.
Yeah.
The discipline turn up. And I say, I have to check out what cause that. When we pre the thing, when you run a fall of the law, them not give bail, you stay there until you face the court. A Dutch country over there. So.
Okay.
Just liquor water 45 minutes apart, and the disciplines are different, darling.
Yes. A country run by laws, not by men.
Yeah, you want law and order to run country. So, how we are going to behave when one woman have to stay at jail for 2 years for lesser crime and some people spend hours?
Hours? You're not even sure they spend no hours?
So, you see, when you look on them things, it's hard for the people and behave, you know.
Yeah.
If I not just take up my phone and call the eye, you know, Colin. I listen to the eye and pray the eye and see what the eye stand for before I call. And the eye is second public broadcaster I ever call. And you can't talk two truth, you have to talk one truth.
One truth, brother.
The first one I call, I still respect him, but I won't call him again because him. If I not come on your program, Colin, and talk something where not true, no matter which side me I go say it about, I don't want you to tell I what to say. Because I don't respect no guy more than I self, no matter who the guy is. So you have to make I talk, I choose, even when it hurts yours. When you not see it fit for your side, you know?
Yeah.
I may be a pre-Ralston before the eye, you know. So as I say, when I ring the eye bell again, I will show you from when and how I get to start pre-Ralston, and I will tell the eye why I call the eye.
Yes.
So as I say, Bridget, we not go get no peace with that little amount of justice because when me say you don't have no justice for me, you know, me have to go see my own, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So,
serious
Bridget,
talk.
so until it is my view, Colin, that the biggest problem we have is government and politician. If you notice, most things that Jamaica run good if government and politician have nothing to do with it.
Let me tell you something. There used to be a brethren on Styles FM. We call him Dr. Iman Black. Used to be a football coach. Him call himself the Metamorphosis. Dr. Black said to me one Saturday morning, because I used to have a little segment in my program on a Saturday morning called the Metamorphosis said. And Dr. Iman Black said to me one morning that, Shaka, the country can't run good when the lawmakers are the biggest lawbreakers.
Are the lawbreakers, Colin. You see it?
Yeah. Yep. The lawmakers are the lawbreakers.
If we could only find a system to protect the people from the politicians.
No, I wouldn't say if we find
move forward.
I would have said if we find good politicians, good decent politicians. And that's why I'm disappointed with the Jamaican people when you allow a politician whose statutory filing could not be certified to be prime minister of the country. It is the people who have to take some of this blame.
Of course, the people need to take some of the blame. But if you notice what my honorable prime minister set up, is a kind of gangster thing where who you supposed to get to be allowed to protest. You want a permit from an inspector. A police, and the inspector of police get triple pay. If not gonna give you none of that, Bridget, so easy.
Listen, it's not a permit you need to get. You need to inform them that you are going to protest.
Right.
You need to inform them.
I'm supposed to give you the okay.
Now, if you know okay, it's inform him. It's not okay, you seek. You're informing them, and I think you must give them at least 24 or 48 hours. I don't remember the amount of time. It is informing them. It's not seeking permission to protest. It's not a party you keep. It's a protest. So you inform the police that Monday morning we're going to have a protest at X place, and that the police can be there to ensure that everything goes in order.
I wonder if you realize that a minimum wage earner, Colin. I wonder if you realize that a minimum wage earner would have take about 30 years to work the prime minister's salary.
I put up a post on TikTok because we had hold on. We had a discussion here the other day. I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday with Ralston. And what we realized and put to the public, Jamaican politicians earn the most in the Caribbean. But the people of Jamaica earns the less. Come now put 18 at this. Jamaican people on average get paid the least in the Caribbean, while our politicians get paid the most in the Caribbean.
A lot of the same people who run back at the politician. It'll take them 30 years for work. 1 year at the prime minister's salary with all these allowances and all these things. So check that, Colin. I not talk my word of my king, Colin.
How much?
Hold on. So
how much a politician? How much Andrew were earning a one day? About 27 million. 27 million.
It'll go up to 29. So
all right, let's work 27. Let's use 27 million.
Yeah, okay.
27 million divided by 16,000. Hey. All right. So that a 1,080 had. Hold on. Equal that divided by 12. Not 120 by 12, son. Okay. So
when I did check it, I think at 13 it is still. I think the minimum wage was 13.
Oh, when you check it out. Oh, well, that's 16,000.
Yeah, it was 13. Yeah. So
people are saying
my word of my king, Colin. So I said, go ahead.
Go ahead, no man. You go ahead.
No, my word of my king. So I tell the I say when I there foot again, I go swing by the high place. So
yeah, man, may I hear you?
May I listen?
No, you go on. Me still a work out this thing, yeah. Me still a work it out, man. You continue.
Yeah. I know like when they have to tell me to go, so me I go.
No, man, me not tell you to go. I work out this figure here we are telling me about. You know, 192,000. Eh. No, man, I tell you to go ahead and talk, you know, while me work out this thing.
Yeah. Make the next one come cover for the eye for right now.
Respect.
Because
Thanks
I
for the
kind
call.
of get busy, you know.
All
I kind
right,
of
my
get
brother.
busy. Cool.
Big up yourself. 876-804-7072. 30 years. It would have take a minimum wage earner to earn the prime minister's salary. I never worked out that one before. 30 years. Yeah. But my people, it can't be that we go from one extreme to the next. Our politicians are the highest paid politicians in the Caribbean, while the average Jamaican is the lowest paid in the Caribbean. And as I say, the Haitians are paid lower than us, but Haiti is not a stable country. So I'm not going to put Haiti in that calculation. I'm going to like up the video for me. Touch a thumbs up. I will not put Haiti in that calculation. And then you have people like Neville who is saying that the Prime Minister is the best. The Labour Party has run Jamaica for 14 years out of the last 18. 14. Any problem that is in Jamaica now, it is a problem that you have to put at the feet of Andrew Holness and the GLP. Anything one couldn't fix, a fool no problem. I don't want to hear nobody tell me what PNP did do under PJ Patterson or under Michael Manley. You know, Edward examine. You know, Edward examine. I want to hear about what is happening now. And if you're going to mention PNP, the furthest you can go back is Portia Simpson. You can't go no further than that. The fact that you have to go further than that shows that you are weak. Shows that you have a failing administration. Talk Jamaica, good morning.
Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir. Morning.
Good morning, sir. You listen, hearing me?
Loud and clear.
All right, yeah, the first, my husband is the first, but all right, so the Prime Minister get 27 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
And the minimum wage earner, when I work with a 768,000 a year, you get.
How much?
So
how much is? Hold on. How much?
By 27 million, 35.15 years. That's 35 years. You have to work to get the Prime
Hold
Minister.
on. How much is minimum wage?
You hear me?
How much is minimum wage?
Just me work at 16,000.
Okay. So 16,000 times.
16,000 for the month. That's 64,000 for the month.
Right.
68,000.
Or you can check it 16 by 52.
Yeah, but me not to check it out. So the month, I speak so 16 and 64,000 for the month.
Yes. Times 12.
So for the year, 768,000.
Yes.
Right, so divide 27 million by 768,000, 35.15 years, 35 years.
35 years you have to work as a minimum wage to make the Prime Minister salary.
Yes, I work 35.15 years. Mr. Abel, you hear me?
Yes, man, loud and clear.
Go for your computer and work it over, man.
No, man, they want to work it, man. So we not.
Right, 35 years for work to get the Prime Minister salary.
But hear this, caller.
Yeah.
Hear this. Our politicians.
Yeah.
In the Caribbean, in the entire Caribbean, as I say, I don't count 80. Me count Cuba.
Yeah, man, I heard it. That's why I heard, you know. I heard that's why I work it out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
our politicians get the most pay and the people get the least. Jamaicans are the least paid people in the Caribbean.
Yeah, man, I listen every day, you know. I listen every day, but I decide to call because I decide to work it out.
Yes, man. Thanks for the mathematics, man.
5 years.
Yeah. For
All
work
right,
the
so
Prime
come
Minister
on,
salary.
come on.
Blessings, my
Come
brother.
on, Mr. Bell.
One love, one love.
Yeah, man.
876-804. The program is called Talk Jamaica. We don't invite no guests on a Sunday morning. It is your program. 876-804-7072. You can call us straight or you can call us on WhatsApp. Good morning, Auntie Winnie.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Pleasant New Year to you, Mr.
Happy New Year to
Mr.
you, my
Bell,
dears.
and to you and your family, sir. Now listen to me, sir.
Yes.
What I want to tell you, with the flooding going on in Jamaica, I got to blame the people as well, sir. They threw everything in the waterway.
Yes.
In the waterway, I was watching Portland. Is it Portland? And the man walking through, you could see all the rubbish along where we live.
Yeah, man.
All the rubbish.
Yes, which
They're
one?
nasty.
We're very nasty. Very.
Nasty, man.
And that nastiness, hold on, that nastiness is led by the government. Because the government don't pick up the garbage in a timely manner. The government don't organize. Hold on, the government don't organize with business people. So it come down to all the mayors, especially the mayor in Port Antonio. The mayor in Port Antonio has never called a meeting with the business people of Port Antonio to discuss the town. Never. What can go so?
Because he only looking after himself and his friends, and his, in that they don't want to spend no money for Portland. He want it for himself. Everybody that for themselves. If you did have a good leader, that wouldn't happen because the leader know everything what is going on. You cannot play no trick with that man. They're packing any money. They're not paying the sanitary people to pick up the rubbish. So the people dashed around their yard and in the waterway. That's the only way to get it. As old as I am, I go out and clean up my yard, run outside my way. And if I feel and I'm in good mood because I'm bad asthmatic, very bad, I go and try and pick up. If I see something drop, if I'm in my car driving, there's nothing I throw outside. If I eating something, I have a little bag in there and I put my rubbish in there. But people got to stop.
Are you drop it over the passenger side on the mat?
It's all over. It's all over Jamaica, sir.
Yeah, man.
The rubbish is all over Jamaica.
Somebody
it's
said
not just it's only the upper town people get their place clean.
Somebody said to me in the chat room.
Don't care about Jamaica.
Somebody said in the chat room a while ago that if you go to Black River, the rubble is still there in Black River right now.
Because they don't care. They don't care. All they care about is pocketing the money. They don't care about the poor man and the underprivileged man. Jamaican is four class, the real rich, the one who pretend to be rich, and the Indian and the black man is a fourth class. No one care about the poor black because they know they can use them as they like. There is nowhere going to have no rubbish at my door. I would try and find some of these MPs that is running my area and go and put the rubbish at their office. That's what the people should do. Pack up the rubbish and carry it. Pay a truck man to dump it at the office that they run. That word I can't say.
Auntie Winnie.
I can't pronounce it.
Auntie Winnie.
Mr. Bell,
these people,
I never know my
hold on. These people
when
in
I was
Jamaica.
A little girl.
Hold on, Auntie Winnie.
Huh?
These people that are living in Jamaica now are not like our foreparents who are resolute and serious. The people who are living in Jamaica now are a bunch of jokers who say anything or anything. And them just vote for them party. They don't vote for leadership. They don't vote for governance. They don't vote for integrity. They don't vote for honesty. They don't vote for transparency. They don't vote for accountability. They don't vote for results. They don't vote for somebody who will grow the economy. They don't vote for people who follow the rule of law. So the people of Jamaica now are a set of weak people. They're not strong anymore. If slavery was now, you see, if slavery was now, Auntie Winnie, we would be in slavery for the rest of our life.
Mr. Bell, if I tell you I got 2 cousins that get $50,000 each to vote,
Tell her.
and they don't, and they're not living good, and they cannot get a cent from me. They take the money and do what they like. They don't care because they can go to the MP office and they will get a little 50, a little 5,000 or 6,000 to help them. You hear? Those are the kind of people that help to bring down Jamaica.
I'm going to give you a joke.
And they're my family, I'm afraid to say.
I'm going
but
to tell
the
you.
ones who are ranked PNP, they will never take a cent and never take a cent. They rather go and sell bacco. They're not going to, but I've got some at both sides that is PNP and what do you call it? JLP, and some is PNP. You understand? And it's always a war with them. That's why they don't live together. You know, Jamaica is too corrupt and nasty. The people are nasty. Majority of them are the poor class. They still don't have no shame in them. They want help. Go, you got to help yourself, man. You can't just throw down your rubbish in the waterway. And you got a house that is a waterway. And when the rain comes, the water going to come and wash out your house. Nasty. Anyway, have a good Sunday here, sir.
You too, Auntie Winnie. Blessings.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story. There's a bird, used to check me for your money regular. Every time him see me, he beg me your money. And I said to myself, I'm going to give my work. It was a couple of years ago. That time I still had the farm. And one day him check me and I say, yo, Shaka, I look at granny now. And I say, yo, I go on. I have a work for you, I say, yeah? I say, yes, man. Link me up at the farm tomorrow morning, Shield Forest. So, I can give you a job so you have money regular. That was the last day he begged me $1. He never turned up at the farm, and he never begged me another $1. A lot of these people do not want to work. You hear me? A lot of them do not want to work. They prefer to beg. Yeah? Colin Mayor Motley have addressed the elephant in the room. The military prepare against Venezuela, but Granny will say research. All right. I saw the press conference with Mayor Motley. I saw the press conference. But as it relates to Nicolas Maduro, my opinion, Nicolas Maduro was sold out by people who are around him. Dennis Strong. Dennis, I think you should have pack up and walk away with the integrity, Dennis. That interview that you did with George Davis, serious. Very, very serious, Dennis Strong. And Obi sent me a thing this morning. Dennis Strong signed a document. And at the same time, Dennis was saying that he not have nothing to do with the case with Andrew Holness in the FID. Now, why would you go to the FID, take a job, and you can't get involved in the case that is the biggest case in front of the FID right now? I don't understand you, Dennis Strong. This is crazy. People don't listen to this.
I never even deal with it. They were the ones who sat and they deal with it. So in terms of the status and everything, yes, they're dealing. So you're saying to me, you don't know the status? No. And that status has not been communicated. So you don't know, or you weren't told? I wasn't told. I don't know. And you've not sought to find out? No, I don't, because they update me on other things, yes, but they said to me, listen, we are not going to touch that matter with you.
in terms of is there a clock on it before I leave that? Is there a clock? Has the Integrity Commission written back to say that we need something back by X time?
I don't know. I don't know.
You've not sought to know?
No.
And the staff have not told you?
No.
And you have no interest in asking them?
No.
That's one thing, the Prime Minister's business in this matter. You're saying that you have no interest in it.
Right.
Did you sit on any of those committee meetings to deliberate about the task assigned to the FID by the Integrity Commission?
No, I might have sat in one thing where they asked me to do some things, to sign some things, but the deliberation of it in terms of the final thing.
You've recused yourself from those deliberations.
Yeah.
And you recused yourself not because the Chief Technical Director is supposed to recuse himself, but you opted to.
Right. And based on their advice. Because
so they advised you to recuse yourself.
Right.
Somebody in the chat room is saying it's a normal thing for even judges to recuse themselves from certain cases. Yes, it is normal. But you don't take a job, knowing that this big case is there and you can't touch it. And that's why we were saying that Dennis Chung shouldn't take the job. Remember, we were all saying the man should not take the job. Not just that him go have to recruit himself, but also him that him not qualified. Him not have the technical expertise. And I can play another clip from the same interview where Dennis Chung is saying that he's not the expert. Morning, caller.
Hi, Mr. Bell.
Morning, sir. Me there.
There, I know.
Talk to me. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
This song is just a figurehead,
Well, he said it. He basically said that. Said
because, this government, and talk about qualified people, Our qualified people forget P and all of that. But them set up them give them for an opportunity when I have no qualification.
Yes.
You understand?
You hear the man say you're the man said them asking to sign a document. How you going to sign a document about something where you don't know nothing about? You have not been made abreast of it and you sign document? This is crazy.
Because him is a figurehead, him is a robot in program. You understand? He can't do any better.
Brother?
But say him not qualify for the job, and them have to reduce the application for really.
Yes, they had to take some things out of the job requirement for him to be qualified for the job.
If I want him to qualify, so I'm just a figurehead there.
Right, so they tailor the requirements for him.
Yeah, so them friend them set him up, man, today. You notice how the man speak. The man name is speak eloquent,
But you see, no, Dennis is a bright guy. But when things not straight, you can't be fluent. So everything is not straight. That's why he's not fluent.
Yeah, this is some of the time you can't blame the individual because the opportunity, them just grab it and money. Them just agree for the money.
Money, brother. The same thing bring down Majura is money. All the year the US beat up their chest about how them skill. Just imagine the amount of people where them pay off to get to Majura.
That man just pay there, man.
Yeah, man.
And just have to pay there, so them not really have no interest in it. Right, so them just is as me I say is a figurehead. Them just they are being led by them opportunists.
Yeah. I want to know though how the people them whether that defend the GLP and Dennis Chung on this year. How them feel this morning after listening to this interview here with Dennis Chung? Do they feel the same way?
How them feel. And they know what is happening. All of them is the same, How them feel.
They say they not no integrity.
They get paid to do certain things, so them can't feel any way. Them can't feel bad. Because you know, business that me I say everybody get paid for vote, them pay for this, them pay for that. You understand? For keep the government in a power. You understand? So how can we have faith in the government and the justice system? We all of them thing here where you don't have faith in it, you know.
Yeah.
One outcome you look you have to look on a while is that justice delayed, justice denied.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes, my brother. Right, that's so.
Royal Reid and all of them and all of this latest in the SSL. Them not get no chance. Them not go to prison.
All right, my
Not
brother.
come out tight.
Not now come out tight. You sound like
You
sound like Ralston.
you
Ralston
think,
don't believe nothing going up either.
and then you believe in the government, boss? And encourage them?
No, I don't believe in the
That run the
government,
country.
but I do have a little faith in the justice system. I still have faith
And then
in the
the
justice
government
system.
control it. The government control it.
I don't think so. No.
Well, you could have fooled me. Why you have so much question to ask?
Well,
and nobody listening and it can't be fixed.
Well, I don't have no
Why
faith
you
in the,
asking
I
so
don't
much
have no
question,
faith.
everybody?
I don't have no faith in the government. I have no faith in the government.
Yeah, but is the government control everything?
No, there's a separation between the judiciary and the executive and the legislature. So I still have a little faith left in the judiciary.
But as we say, the head of the stream dirty, the rest most dirty.
I hear you, sir.
The rest coming down most dirty, no matter where them there.
All right, my brother.
No matter where them is.
Little
and
more.
how big them is. Them never a lie and them have this are the same thing.
All right, party. Thank you for the call.
All right, boss.
Talk Jamaica, we do it every Sunday morning right here on Portland Spice TV, where we give our viewers and subscribers and listeners and watchers the chance to speak their minds. Call us on 876-804-7072. We're taking your calls. Listen to a little bit more of the interview with George Davis and Dennis Chung.
Dennis Chung has recused himself from the investigation relating to the statutory declarations of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. Chung made the disclosure during an in-depth interview with Nationwide News' George Davis last week. The FID boss sought to make it clear that even without his recusal, the systems of accountability at the organization would make it impossible for any single individual to influence an investigation. Siobhan Campbell tells us more.
Dennis Chung must go. It was a mantra repeated at length by the opposition PNP when his appointment to the post of Chief Technical Director at the Financial Investigations Division was announced in May of 2025. The PNP went to great lengths to publicly protest the appointment nationwide. Commenting publicly on the issue for the first time, Chung upholds that his selection for the top job was by the book, following an exhaustive process by the Office of the Services Commission.
It's not something I sit down and worry about and think about, because for me, the important thing was just, I know that I went through the process. I went through the process properly with the Office of the Services Commission. So for me, the thing was to just go in there and get the job done that needed to be done. And I tell you, when I went there, the staff were very supportive.
The matter of the Prime Minister's statutory declarations was handed to the FID after the Integrity Commission's own probe could find no evidence of wrongdoing.
Then this a liar boy said the Integrity Commission find no evidence of wrongdoing. Your lip go and drop off one idea when you did that, tell a lie, them boy. You too lie. Call a morning.
Good morning, Sir Bill. How are you?
Morning and welcome.
Thank you. Listen, I have a question in relation to Dennis Chung. So they altered the qualifications to allow him to qualify for the position.
Yes.
So what we're saying is we're paying this guy tons of money to do a job that other people who are also at the same office are more qualified than him to do.
And him said it. He said it.
Yeah, he said it.
That's
and
not,
if they had to advise him to recuse himself.
That's not your opinion, you know. Dennis Chung said that. Him not have the
Yes,
expertise.
and they had to advise him to recuse himself, and they have to tell him what to sign, where to sign. So this man has no competency in terms of this position that he has. So is it a cash cow? I don't understand.
But
Why
Peter
does the
Bunting,
government always do this?
Peter Bunting told the world that, you know, that Dennis Chung does not have the qualification to be the chief technical director of the FID. And they ridicule Peter Bunting. Is the same way Peter Bunting told the government that this wanton use of state of emergency not going to support it. And Peter Bunting stopped supporting it till the PNP came along. That's how the government moved to a different strategy. And now we are seeing a reduction in murder. So everything this government do, you have to push them like how we have pushed them now to start spending $115 billion that them have sit down upon.
So why are we paying Dennis Chung? That's my question, Isabel. Why are we paying him? Because if he's there and he cannot perform the job that he's put there for, he shouldn't be there.
Exactly.
And if this is the highest for now, would be one of the higher profile cases.
Yes.
The Prime Minister, his
this is the
statutory
highest
declaration
profile
should be
case.
his assets are being investigated. You have to recuse yourself.
It is
they don't tell you anything. They don't brief you. Why are you there?
And then you have to start wonder if you believe that I know, because him signed document. Because you heard it one I played a while ago where say him sign a document. How you sign document and you're not briefed on that document, you don't get the information. Is he lying to us again?
But even if he is lying, Sir Bell, we are in trouble because this division is what investigates financial crime. And if the head of the division don't know him head from him tail, we're in a trouble.
That's what we were saying before, you know, that this man is going into a position that he does not possess the technical skills.
I'm going to tell you this, Mr. Bell. I used to be in the security forces in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, if you don't send in your statutory declaration, the Integrity Commission don't wait to send you that letter for warn you, you know. And if you don't send it in by the time they say they're bringing you to court, and if they find you guilty, you might get jail time or you might have to pay.
And
I think at the time it was $200,000.
I tell you something. I hear Rattigan beating the Integrity Commission. And when I look at it, the Integrity Commission is also at fault. Because the Prime Minister should have been charged. Afraid the Integrity Commission, afraid that the Prime Minister, why they not charge him, you know? Twice. Because I don't know if you remember the first case about this company called Wisconsin, where the director of corruption prosecution said she found enough on the first and second count to charge the Prime Minister.
For him to be charged.
And people like Neville and the little yag them were out there and get paid by the Jamaica Labour Party. None of them remember that the director said on the first and the second count, we found enough evidence to charge the Prime Minister. However, we will not charge the Prime Minister because of the passage of time and maybe difficulty in finding witness. There was no statute of limitation. The Integrity Commission played coward. And I am assuming
they
now.
Did.
Hold on. And I am assuming now. And this is my opinion now. Why Kevin Stevens did not send the Prime Minister case to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. Him skip them and go to the FID and the TAJ because, in my opinion, him feel like she need to charge the Prime Minister again. Rattigan is right, of course. The Integrity Commission playing coward when it comes to the Prime Minister.
Why we are, and this Prime Minister has no moral authority to talk to anybody about integrity.
And then maybe I come here and talk about this Prime Minister. Him not in a ranking.
Well, I mean, you can't blame them, Mr. Bell. I mean, if someone is not used to something good, how can you convince them? If they've never experienced good, can you tell them that, hey, something out there is better, Mr. Bell?
Well,
can you?
We have seen better than Andrew Wellness.
We have, but have they experienced it, or is it that they choose not to? Because at the rate of how Jamaica is in shambles right now, and I'm so concerned because the hypocrisy with the government and the whole system. Because okay, our lady is in jail for 2 years with over 20 something count charges, and then the big wigs go in for we don't know how many hours, and they get less than 10 charges, and I'm like
Well,
so
well, well,
there's
hold
two
on.
sets of laws in Jamaica.
Caller, hold on a little bit. My understanding is that, and I don't know if I'm right, that when this lady was locked up, she was given bail, and then the judge locked her up. So let's see if on the 26th of January, the judge will lock up them money too. Me could just be patient. Because that is that is the information
The
I got.
patience run out.
Me can't blame you.
The tired of government, yeah. The patience, the tired of government. I'm telling you, I've seen better days, and the PNP has its own issues and shortcomings, but this is the worst I've seen it.
This is the worst
This
government
is the
Jamaica has
worst.
ever had. The worst. And I can point to a number of things. Anybody want to challenge me on that this Andrew Holness-led administration is the worst we have ever had? Me challenge anybody upon it. We can show you facts, not opinions. Receipts of the bad governance of Andrew Holness administration.
I'm just gonna make this last point before I jump off and give somebody else a chance.
Because a lot of people are trying.
When you have a country where a political party can run their campaign on bad mind and win, it shows the level of education and common sense that the people have. And it is so unfortunate that the people will not wake up. As they say, if we did still in a slavery, if slavery was still on, now we'd be there still because we're not brave enough to speak up.
No, sir.
So the people need to stop thinking about themselves and start thinking about the country. Where do we want to be in the next 5 years, the next 10 years? What about our children, our grandchildren? What legacy are we leaving? That's all I'm going to say. Jamaica needs to wake up. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Somebody is saying that. Hold on for me, caller. Just hold a sec. Somebody is saying that. Isn't it the justice system that grant the man them bail?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Hold on, caller. Hold on. Isn't it the justice system that grant the man that was in prison for 50 years the reward, and Andrew said otherwise? Well, they are challenging it, so them not get through with it yet. They are challenging it.
House, they don't work on Sunday there.
Go ahead, caller.
You don't know.
Hello?
Yes, caller. Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, morning. I'm just trying to get some information.
Mm-hmm.
The Dennis Strong, did he work voluntarily or did he get paid?
For what? Being at the FID?
Yeah.
Big paying job, man. What you talk about, man? Valid what? Valid what?
All right. So hold on and know. If he never qualify or know nothing, that means I'm supposed to return back all of the salary him gets into he was employed.
All right. So what they did, when they advertised the job, there were certain requirements. For him to get the job, they remove some of the requirements. Like you have to have, I think it's 10-year experience in law enforcement investigation and something like that at a senior level. They remove that because him not have that.
Yeah.
And now here is he in the interview telling us that him can't do nothing to the Prime Minister case because him not have the expertise.
But you know what is sad about the whole thing?
From
the get-go, when they had employed him and they had to adjust the qualification, it shows you that he was not qualified at all.
And it shows you that it was a political appointment.
Oh my God. I say no more. Have a good morning, sir.
Thank you, my brother. They want to tell, even Dennis Chung is trying to tell us that he went through the process. Yes. A process designed to accommodate you. That is the process you went through. You never went through the natural process. You went through a process that was designed to give you that job. Turn off the instrument in the background, please. Turn off the instrument in the background.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Why
Well, what I Dennis Strong tier.
Yeah.
And you know what right now? The man that felt the Tivoli inquiry.
Manad Phelps and Phillips.
Why Jamaica Labour Party operative them when they buck up in a corner for answer question? Them have to stutter and dap. Because when Dennis Strong do, you know, I try to get himself out of the way, you know.
I don't know. It better him never did do this interview, you know. I think it did better him stay quiet because this interview that Dennis Strong did just proved everything that all the people were saying before him going at the job. Why him shouldn't get that job. Everything him confirm it. That yes, you all were right, but hey, I have the job collecting the money.
You know, more go back to the gentleman we asked the question a while ago. The thing say, with the demand in pay, anything we get since he get that job, yeah? Anything we get already, if we return it back to the government.
Well,
because taxpayer money can't go for pay somebody where don't have no competence, no technical competence to do a technical job. You know how you get them two there mix up.
Why?
You in charge of the entity. And other people at work and you can't get involved, you can't know what to do.
That was the thing we were saying, you know. If you are the chief technical director and you don't have the technical competence, it means the people below you will run roughshod around you. You can't guide them. You can't tell them what to do. You can't even participate in the discussions because you have no experience. You weren't trained in that area. You never even studied that area. Where you could even say you have you know the theory, but the practical part of it, you have to go learn that. Not in the theory, you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Eh? We're saying street smart. Hey, and then people sit down and talk about Andrew Holness great.
That come like back in Portland when you never go to school, when you never used to go to school. And you drop out of school earlier, so you go to school, but a free school you go.
Up a free school. Brother, this worse than joke. Jamaica is officially a banana republic.
Banana?
Yes,
no banana do that, man. Don't do that to good banana when we get feed. Don't do that to banana at all. But anyway.
Yeah.
I want to ask our next question, Colin.
Go ahead.
I'll go back to the Melissa relief. So what kind of chopping is that we hear your Prime Minister come out and tell me say Cabinet is going to approve the spending when Parliament open. When Parliament open.
Let me tell you something, man. You see, if people don't look and understand what is happening, they will listen to the Prime Minister and take it as good talk. But I am calling on the Prime Minister for action. The time for talk is over. The Prime Minister's lack of action and the government lack of action is showing a lack of competence, wickedness, a lack of humanity in these people.
No, but Colin, I don't want to get really upset. We don't really want to talk upset this morning because we get upset for Friday night already. But how can you, what mechanism you use to justify $150 million to JPS, 75 million to the church, to the faith-based organization, as they say? What kind of mechanism you use to justify those money given to them? And the poor people up on the ground where suffer now get not even a bucket of water?
Let me say this to you, though, Carla. Let me say this to you. And I have to be reasonable here. The money, the loan to JPS, I don't see how we could have go around that. I don't see how the government could not lend JPS the loan. They had to.
No, I'm not discussing the loan.
No, that's the $150 million that you spoke about. They
Yeah,
had
but
to give it to them.
We know say they didn't have to get it. Right? But the same speed and alacrity that you're going to give the $150 million, you could go with the same alacrity for help the people that will live out of door?
No, that is where you and I are at one. And that is why I said to the people of Jamaica, the government is uncaring about the average man. There's no care for the average man. The same system. And when people like Nevio are going to tell me about procurement, is either you're wicked like them, Nevio, or you are just playing politics. The same way that they have gone to cabinet and come up with the solution of lending JPS 150 million. It is the same way cabinet could have signed off on emergency spending to spend money on the people who are suffering after the hurricane. But the government say make them suffer. The government, hold on, the government and them bloggers say make the people them wait. They must wait. As sudden say they must wait.
And we certainly say all of these things we never do and I come up with for all our for the money. I don't teach them my plan for teach the people the money.
Brother, I will tell you this too. That they are planning to steal some of this money. That's why they can't just go spend it. Because they could have spent money long time. But because they have to figure out how for them share a come, they have to delay because they have to a study and a check. So if we spend this so much, we are going to get. And if we spend that, how we are going to get this amount. Or we want this amount, you know. So listen, man, there's nothing that is stopping the government from spending money. Within 3 weeks, 4 weeks after the hurricane, the government had $115 billion. You hear me say? 115 billion with a B to spend. They have not spent any yet. People still are suffering.
All of that fund we are talking about, it's supposed to write on top of it, emergency.
Yeah, man, the government
or something for the emergency.
Listen. The government can do emergency spending where they go around the procurement system where they hold up the spending. You understand? And a disaster allows for that. Okay?
Right.
So the government not spending the money is pure wickedness or incompetence. Because I don't know if you hear the governor of the Bank of Jamaica. The governor of the Bank of Jamaica is now publicly stating his concern of the government's ability to spend money.
Yeah.
Me I go run left you do and take a next call here.
All right, Charlie.
Thanks for the call. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Hold on. Hold on, the caller. We're not here. Go ahead now. Talk up in the phone. You're very low.
I want to get in touch with him. I want to get in touch with him.
Who that?
You want
him to get in touch with you?
Yeah, man. Oh, me get it.
But I don't even know who I'm talking to.
No, I don't want to find it here.
Yeah, but you're on the here now.
You can't give my number and every call me, then.
All right, cool. All right.
My number and every call me now.
All right, cool. 876-804-7072. That's the number to call. Talk Jamaica. On a Sunday morning, we take all your calls. We take call from everybody and anybody. Once you come with respect, we respectfully have a discussion with you. Morning, go ahead.
Good morning, Colin.
Morning,
How are
Finance
you?
Minister.
you see that you are talking about the will to do what they need to do for the people. The government has the money, they have the capacity, they have things what they can go around like the procurement process.
I don't know if they have the capacity. They have the money, but it don't look like they have the capacity.
All right. So good. We clear that. We put that to the side there. But due to the procurement process, due to emergent needs, they have that in place to go around the long process of procurement.
Procurement, yeah. They can
bidding
do
and all that
they can
to
do
help the
emergency
people,
spending.
correct?
Yes, emergency spending. They can do that.
You've been saying this from it happened to now. You've been saying that the government can do this,
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And you're every one of us, even all of my fellow callers and in the chat is wondering what is stopping the government from carrying out what the government must do.
You remember?
And we have more than one theories, right? But my thing is, after going through all of that, they just don't want to.
You remember what Dwayne Vaz says? That there's a crisis in the West, but the government is not treating it like a crisis. That's what Dwayne Vaz told us. The crisis down there in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, St. James, the government is not treating it like a crisis. And I am saying to the government, look at how JPS is dealing with it. But hold on, Carla, you know, I have a question.
Yeah.
Me see the government say they're handing over trucks to JPS. Me don't understand that. What do you mean? The government handing over truck to JPS. What is it? The government buy some truck and give JPS in addition to the 150 million? I want a clarification on that because I don't understand that. The government
that would be a good clarification. However, with all that being said, with the government holding 20%, say rounding estimate 20%, 19.9, and 20% of JPS.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be they giving the 150 million after deep research and consideration and contemplation. Yes, giving them the 150. Actually, they think they give them more than 150. They give them 150 in cash or 200 in cash, and then now they're giving them in assets like
no. Hold on.
Trucks.
They loan them 150 million. They had a 45 million. It's not 50 either. They got another $45 million from the OUR. That's a kind of insurance. It's not the government really give them that. We feel money that we pay that money there in a $20. We pay that money.
Every monthly company bill.
In a $20 we pay that. But I see them say now the government handing over trucks to JPS. So I would love to know if it is the government buy some trucks and give them to JPS. We want to know that. I don't understand that.
To be honest with you, whatever the government tell us, it's questionable. And this is the fact that we don't have any confidence in this government.
None.
This is a no confidence government, So going forward, when we all asking these pertinent questions, as the caller before said, what mechanism they went with speed and alacrity to do all these, put these measures in place and bailout in place, but not for the people,
they don't care about the people.
The real, yes, because as we said, these are the same JPS customers, So these are the same. It's the same thing. I was gonna move from there. So because we beat that that horse is that it's just dead now. That horse dead. No life, no left in it. We beat it to nothing.
Yes, so
the next one I was gonna talk about.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, Colin, go ahead.
No, man, you go ahead.
The next one is with the church. This is one of the first time I really have some some misgiving in agreeing with you about the faith basis and the $75 million. I'm not going about the money. I'm not concerned about giving money towards faith base. My concern is that what game is he playing? Because the church is a building, yes, but it's the people that makes the church, a congregation that makes the church, is the church goers that made the church, is the members that makes the church. So if the members doesn't have any home, because I know the whole of Jamaica, I know, when we hear others have even the same Warmington and McNice about, it's not the whole in Jamaica, the government saying giving the money. It's the affected areas that the Melissa did damage.
And it shouldn't be
and
just the
it's the
affected
same
areas.
members them don't have a home.
But Carla, here is my point on all of that.
Yeah.
I believe that the government have enough money to assist the faith-based organization while assisting the members and the citizens of those communities. It is just that the government has been slow and uncaring. It's not a short of money, because as I keep telling you, the government of Jamaica right now have $115 billion that is supposed to help
I
the
agree
people.
about the money, Colin. I'm not concerned about the money.
So 75 million is not even, is that 1%? I don't know if that is even 1% of the amount of money where the government sit down upon to help the people. So the $75 million is chump change to what the government have and to assist faith-based organization who lose them buildings. I don't have a problem with it.
This is what I'm trying to say, Colin.
Carla, the producer is saying, yeah, help them, but the people first. But you don't get the church them none yet. Didn't you get the church them yet? The church they not get yet.
But if he's coming out, this is the moral question and the moral mindset behind it.
Yes. I understand what the producer is saying, that deal with the individuals first. And if the individuals are comfortable, they will also help to assist the church. And I don't have a problem with that, But when I try say to say, don't make the prime minister chicken on neither, kind of like him give the church yet. He not give them yet. Him not say when he gonna give them. Him not say when he's gonna give them. Go ahead.
Colin, the producer and he seems to be in the same like mindset. This is what we're trying to get across. The government come out for the affected area and have a set amount. He has the data. He put the money on it. But the people, you yourself saying, he said them to wait. Second, the people them not are nowhere to live same way.
Yes.
Third, the slow data collection. Hold on. All these things to do with the actual person, not the building, This is humanity. This is the human beings. Because if the human beings is not accommodated, then there's nobody for going at the church.
Exactly. I know.
So when he comes out and put restoration and money and his actions about giving the church 75, he not do that for the people them yet. Look at what he said first. Wait, Colin, just hold on to that. Our people is the key to all this. For JPS, for water, for every single one of those entities, if the customers, the congregation, the people them is not restored, those things are just null and void, then just dead. The money just got to them for what? To then just stand up the empty because the people them is not going to be there to utilize these services.
I understand.
So without people utilizing the services, what sense the services are restored?
I agree with you,
Carla. I'm not against giving church any help. I'm against him putting the church before the people.
But caller,
I'm against him coming out and saying these things and having all that push for that. He's playing a dangerous political game.
Caller,
and it's all come down to not having the will, as you said, the mean. And I know they have the capacity because they're slow for roll it out. You even give them the things. They are looking at these people on a political, has nothing to do with anything more than the political. They're PNP supporters, and he's a GLP thing. There's no confidence in this man. This man and his government and those that are sitting in there
all right,
are the same.
Caller, hear what I said to you now. And I agree with everything that you said. But a little more understanding. Andrew is playing politics. There's no doubt about that. And coming out and making this announcement about the church, he's looking for political gain from it. Yeah? Now, me not have no problem with him giving the church the money. But we don't need to understand. Him not give them yet. And him not say when him go give them. So all this prime minister is doing is making announcements. Announcements and announcements and announcements. Now, what we need to ask is when will the people get their assistance? And here's the problem. And we've been pointing it out. The assessment has not been done. Now, the prime minister is a very smart, but he's not clever, but he's smart. So, every time people are closing upon him come out and make a next announcement. Every time you're closing upon him come out and make a next announcement. See him go down to St. Elizabeth Thursday night, go make big talk. The people them should have boo him. The people them should have run him. Because he has not built a house yet. And that is what we need. Shelter for our people. So every time you close in upon him, he make an announcement to push you off. So he make this announcement about the church and we forget about the people. Because we are quarrel saying not to give the church money, or who are saying yes, the church can get the money. And you bring the right balance this morning. Yes, the church can get the money, but the people must get sorted first. Thank you, caller.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Then that's the thing, Colin. When because we don't want to misunderstand you. Because I reading in the chat, it seems like sometimes we're misunderstanding your stance. So I'm glad we clear and clarity this morning. The next thing, Colin, if I can do this and I don't hold up too much time.
Just quickly because you've got 13 minutes. 13 minutes you're gone, but quickly with the last point.
No, all right. We can take it another time because you're going to be on tomorrow.
Not a problem.
Somebody else have a next time.
All right, good.
Yes.
876-804-7072. Talk Jamaica. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Bell. Morning.
Morning,
yes, sir.
Yes.
You know, one thing my mind upon from other day, I may say, boy, I see Jamaica, I go down in a hole, one deep, terrible hole where it don't look good. But you know, one thing that on my mind, I want you to take into consideration, when you realize the majority of Jamaicans are out of Jamaica.
Yeah, more people live out of Jamaica. Yeah, more Jamaicans live abroad than what live here. Possibly.
All right.
We're not even sure. Hold on, we're not even sure. Because we spent $4 billion to do a population census, which have not been completed.
I tell you, Jaja. Anyway, when me a pre now, me I say then, when you see how the brain drain are going at the country, because majority of the people left out are probably the more brain conscious people. And you leave the future of the country to the less brain conscious.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's ugly, you know.
Then that's why, then that's why more people voted for the GLP than the PNP. People who vote for the GLP now, I think.
That the drainage of the country, and it all go down, non-stop, go down, non-tal.
You vote
because the people are not thinking about the future of them kids and all them, you know.
You vote for a prime minister whose statutory filing cannot be certified. You vote for a party which about 10 members are under investigation for illicit enrichment. You vote for a party that bulldoze poor people house. Yeah? And I could go on with a lot more. You vote for a party who use taxpayers' money to buy used car for police where all of them not deliver yet and we not get back with money. You vote for a party that takes up that will take up $1.4 billion by 110 whole bus when the 1.4 billion could have buy a 100 brand new coaster bus that is more fit for purpose for this area, and you still voted for them. Most of the people who voted for the GLP are not thinking people. The rest who vote for them are a part of the clan. A part of the clan.
Yeah. Well, it's sad though. It's sad to see our country boil down. No accountability. There's nowhere. There's no body to hold nobody account. So nothing. Them just do what them feel. And them thing I need to talk about more on the ear where to show the disparity between where the peer where the average man I get compared to the politician.
Yeah, man,
where
but
them
you
not
see,
produce and still I get, yeah.
Only yes, so we're gonna bring up them thing there, and maybe Hobie will bring it up and Ralston will bring it up. You're not gonna hear them as something or nowhere else because people afraid to talk them thing. Yeah. Jamaican politicians are the highest paid politicians in the Caribbean, while the people of Jamaica are the lowest paid people in the Caribbean. What the hell can go so?
Boy, it's sad. Hey, Jaja, boy, good work here, sir. Good work you're doing. Thanks for taking the call.
Blessings, my brother. One love.
All right.
Sunday morning time, this program I named Talk Jamaica. We allow the callers to talk. I want to make you hear a little piece more of Dennis Chung.
Statements made as a public commentator deemed favorable to wholeness, according to the PNP and sections of civil society, Mr. Chung was unfit to lead the organization now tasked with furthering the probe. However, Chung says he would be unable to sway any such investigation from the chair of the chief technical director.
If it comes to my desk and then I just hide it, then it might delay it a little bit. Yes. But the thing is logged when it comes in. Yes. So people will know the person who sent it. Yes. And the person who logged it will know it was sent. Exactly. So it can't be hidden.
And your word in that committee deliberation on that matter, does your word carry more weight than everybody else's collectively?
In fact, my word carries less weight because the expertise are with the other person.
Yes. Bam! You hear the man say? My word carry less weight because the expertise are with the other people. Him don't have the expertise. Talk Jamaica. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, morning, Mr. Bell, to you and your listeners.
Morning, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, one of the problems is facing this thing, because when you go up by the airport, you see a lot of ships filling up with all kind of sand and gravel stuff going overseas. So why the government can't utilize one of those ships, bring the material to the western part of the country, which is much cheaper to allowing the infrastructure development.
So who said the West short of material? The West not short of material.
No, not short up. I'm talking about the expense to chop it down. So may I say, if you get one of those ship and you bring it down that side, it will be much cheaper and economical for the people.
But party, material that West too. Maybe everything not down there, but material that West is not.
Yeah,
that is not the problem.
Amount, the quantity I'm talking about. And secondly, come off of that now. Secondly.
No, come off of that yet, because hold on. It's not the material is the problem. It's the government unwillingness to spend the money to build house for the people. And that's the problem.
Exactly.
Go to the next point.
And one of the things when I say the successive government use with this country is talking about procurement. And I believe it's corruption and not procurement is the problem, because most people, if they're not getting a kickback from some of these places they're getting services from, they use the procurement procedure to hold up the whole process. And I look at the other day when the Auditor General Department moved from the Waterloo location into New Kingston. And when they do their audit, they never find much to hold them on. So, no, I said, why the government system, our ministers and leaders, them are the problem based with their corruptive behavior.
You know, one of the things where them use the procurement argument to do, caller, to wait on their friends to get the contract. So if them friends have a contract, I go on now and can't take it on, them wait till who them want to get the contract, my brother. That's what they do.
Yeah, man. Bless up then, Sir Colin.
One love, my brother. Yes, caller. Thanks for holding. Go ahead, please. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Yes, Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
The thing we want to say to you, right? Did the Prime Minister say a person have to have ID to really get the benefit, right?
Well, listen. Listen to me. You see this ID thing to get the benefit? There must be checks and balances. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't use ID, a man can come 3 and 4 times. So don't make a big thing out of people have to present identification to get certain level of benefit. Don't make a big thing out of it.
Right.
Because things can't go without. We love to talk about accountability and transparency. If you're going to have accountability and transparency, identification must be a part of it, my brother.
All right. All right. I want to get to my next part now. You say identity is supposed to be a part of it.
Yes.
Well, the Prime Minister said the other day he was driving on the street and him see a man walk out and say, "I, Mr. Prime Minister, I only need 10 sheets of zinc to do my place." And he end up give the man 10 sheets of zinc. Did the Prime Minister know if that man own a house or own a land or anything?
But hear the joke about that. That sound like the Prime Minister give the man a money out of fee money. So that no need no ID. That no need no ID. That no sound like a government money in give the man. It sound like he may even say to one of him people him around him say, give him the money for the 10 sheet of zinc. So that sound like a fee money.
Well, moon for a fee money, you know. Because Prime Minister don't give not no time pocket, you know. So I'm not going to defend him so well then.
Hey, hold on.
Fee money, you know.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. This. Every politician give you money out of them pocket. Here, remember me tell you. Every politician, so-called politician, wannabe politician, have to give you money out of them pocket, brother. Remember me tell you.
But this is different. This is different, you know, because members say, well, then, money give to the people, them, you know, well, them should have even get it without idea. Just say, well, then, a man can get 2 times.
No, but
why you should give a man on the street
no wrong
10
with
feet of zinc?
Then
and you know, making go through procurement process like a normal person that go through the procurement process to get whatever they want.
Hold on, hear this. Let me tell you something. The other day we go down at Trulani, right? And we carry some kids thing where we are get to kids. Because we say we wanted to do something before the Christmas. So we carry cake and cereal and toys, and some of our subscribers give a little things for give the pit to them. And we're driving our lane, right? And we say, where the kids them there? And by the time we say, where the kids them there? And what we have left was finish. And when me look around me and see the amount of kids when I get nothing, me go in my pocket and start get every picnic $1,000. Because I say, no can't come out here and get nothing. Every one of them me get $1,000. So
I know.
Politicians, let me tell you this. Once you get involved in a politics, you have to give away, brother. So the Prime Minister have to give away. And that 10 sheet of zinc, I am assuming that in give that all time pocket. Fee money that.
Well, me no know because only a labor right to walk up to the Prime Minister and say you want 10 sheet of zinc. Now come here to that say you want a house, you know.
Well, and people when I vote, people when I vote will see him and want something from him too.
You understand? So the man can't make things behave the way where he might
Hold on. You're the producer. Hold on.
The Prime Minister don't have to spend $1 out in pocket for buy 10 sheet of zinc. Me, I don't know, big politician like the Prime Minister, right? And if a person say to me, say, me can get 4 bags of cement, I have places where I can call and say, give that person the 4 bags of cement for me, please. Yeah, so, once you're a politician, you have certain links. So, him not buy them the cement.
Right, but when me also said, Nats, is that if him give to somebody out time pocket, him not going to ask for ID for that either. So, I saw it go, brother.
Well, me have to go buy that. As you said, me have to buy it.
Yeah, well.
Because I come and tell me.
No, I saw politicians here, brother. Let me tell you something. You see, even when you get into politics, you have to be careful. I had a little sojourn in the politics. And let me tell you something. If Missy quarter of the money when me give away in our politics right now. Tell her. Yeah, man. So I saw it go, man. I saw it go.
Well, no bite, sir. No bite.
No make no fuss out of the ID thing. If you get government resources, ID is required. You should produce your ID to state that you receive and that you can't come get again. So you can't get 2 times while somebody not get no time. Thanks for the call.
All right.
876-804-7072. Talk Jamaica. Me not defend the Prime Minister, but on this channel, truth is where we defend. Truth. So if it's true, we're going to speak to it. If it's not true, we're going to mash it down. Marie.
Yeah, morning, Colin. First of all, let me apologize. I wasn't hearing you the other day when you were trying to come in to talk to me.
And that we understand. We understand.
Yeah,
say you
I
need
wasn't
that
hearing
ear.
you.
Say you just go on. Yeah. Talk to me.
Yeah, me never hear. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So it wasn't like I was trying to ignore you. Just want to make that
No, man,
clear.
I figure you need that ear.
Colin,
We figure that. So you weren't hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, Colin. Is Jamaica hegemony at play, you know? We see hegemony now, where whatever. So I it a play out in Jamaica. Because you know, when you look up the meaning of hegemony, you know, is one person asserts some kind of rule over somebody way. You understand me? So this is what is happening right now with this Prime Minister. Him not getting a talk. You know, I wonder if he even listens to his advisors.
That's why I remember one morning I asked Ralston, who is the advisors to the Prime Minister? We need to find out, you know. We need to find out who are the people who are advising him because, you know, look like him are getting no good advice.
No, or because we know at the end of the day, he is the Prime Minister. So you have your group of, you know, you're sitting at the room, you're at the head of the table. I think it's a round table, kind of want to look at whatever table, and whatever shape table, and you're at the table. So you're gonna say, what you think, you know, but that's say something. But at the end of the day, you know that your signature will be the one affixed to any programs or policies that comes out of that meeting. But you're sitting and you listen.
Yes.
So you take a little piece, that's all, and you put it in, you know, and you do the best practice, don't it, Colin?
Of course. And that's why I said to people that Christopher Tufton must take all the blame for Cornwall Regional Hospital. He got advice from 2 different organizations. One said lick down the hospital and build a new hospital. One said refurbish. He decided to refurbish. It is now costing the country over 20 billion Jamaican dollars. And that is unacceptable. And I can't believe I'll never come here and talk about good governance when you take $23 billion for renovate a hospital. Rubbish.
You know, nephew comic relief. So, you know, whenever bother even put it in practice. But no, you're bridging and everything.
No, I don't know him, you know. I don't know him, but I want to hear the labor rights them call this program. You know. I want them to call because me like beat them, you know. Me like beat them and teach them. Because I tell you all the while that labor rights and truth no have no lot nor part. The truth
and you know something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know something, Colin. You know when you listen, you know when you beat them with the truth, Colin, them obfuscate and come up with something. They might have go for finsack, or them go for light bulb, or them go for traffic guru. They never stick to the point because when you're talking about the no, you understand me? We know that administrations have feet off clear, where somebody in the administration might fall down at some point where them do something that is untoward, that really not sit well with the public. We're not gonna say the JLP, you know, is the architect. Even though right now, I could have said that still, but mega use that for want of a better term, is the architect of corruption. Yeah, you know, them corrupt now, corruption international, but we, you know, me a comrade. So I could say that all through the ages, as with my knowledge of little knowledge of politics, the PNP has fell down too. You understand, Colin? But
there's no perfect administration. No administration that ran Jamaica can say they have been perfect. But what I will tell you without any fear of contradiction, that this administration is the worst.
After corruption, after corruption, after corruption, and the psychopaths, Colin, them try for normalize it by them go for Michael, them go for them. I mean, oh my God, them make Michael be the poster boy for this that. A man, Colin, that has shaped Jamaican politics and the Caribbean and even by extension, world politics with its programs and policies. We can't stop singing because I'm a beneficiary and so. And even people that are not politically aligned. When you think about as a female, when you think about the landmark decisions that were made by the Michael Manley administration, even though him did have to fight tooth and nail for hang on like Natty. You understand, McCallin? And some that has benefited even women. Colin, when you're young, and you're pregnant, Colin, if you're not married, first thing a shame, and then you wonder if you have a job, you have the baby.
You'll lose your work. You are going to. That's why Michael decided that you must get maternity leave with pay, because back then, women getting pregnant, if you're a teacher, you lose your job. If you're a nurse, you lose your job. If you're in the private sector, you lose your job. Because remember now, you're pregnant, you're off for at least 3 months. You're not getting no pay and you not have no work. Michael Manley changed that.
If you get back to work. If you get back to work. And even another thing to Colin, that has made a lot of people, even the Prime Minister, Colin, remember first time, when men went afoul of their wives. You understand me? As a woman, I speak, can I have a talk truth to power? Women use it as a weapon against the innocent people, Colin. Them not get nothing if the man dead, You understand me? And Michael rescinded that. And every day I get up and beat this man, go and mash up Jamaica, and not do nothing. Moving right along. We could come up with the 2025 or whatever. This administration, Colin, is like, with history when them say, in a Napoleon time when the people did with the revolution and the people them want bread, and Josephine said, well, give them cake. This anecdotal. We don't have if she say, but I'm just equating that to say this is what is happening now. Look how the people them down at West are suffer Colin, and this man. I look for because I'm turning on the TV. This man have suffered the people them. All right. Okay. I kind of is like a catch-22 for me with the church thing and the money, because as I was talking to Peter and saying, a lot of the churches, especially the established ones, them cash rich. It's maybe the liquor apostolic or Pentecostal, on the way with.
But Marie, that's what I was saying yesterday morning. We can't lump all the churches together. You have a lot of churches when you have that kind of money. We don't even have land. You have churches where rent place them inner. Yeah? So you can't go lump the Catholic and the New Testament, them were loaded with money. You can't do that. So I believe that all persons, organizations, and things like that will get affected by the storm. Once the government can assist, they should assist. I have no problem with that. Anyway, Mary, I could take a next call now.
Because 75 million are monkey money too. You understand me? I'm trying to know that I go here. A monkey money that. You understand me? But who can get help?
If you give each church $1 million, 75 church that, I'm sure more than that in the 5 parishes will get damaged.
And one more thing, Colin. Like you say, we want Delvers have talked about cabinet decision, We want to one to the bus, and even going back to Bobby, where the rest of care them there. Corruption international, Colin. We not hear nothing about them thing there. What's gonna be about traffic guru every day, which never affect Jamaica.
Traffic guru never cost us $1, not a cent. Later. Thanks for the call.
All right.
876-804-7072. Talk Jamaica. We do it every Sunday morning where we give our listeners and viewers a chance to call in and talk. During the week, we invite different guests, and therefore, sometimes we don't believe the callers get enough time. So on a Sunday morning, we come on and we say, Talk Jamaica. I'm going back to Dennis Chung,
Lead organization now tasked with furthering the probe. However, Chung says he would be unable to sway any such investigation from the chair of the chief technical director.
If it comes to my desk and then I just hide it, then it might be late a little bit.
Yes.
But the thing is logged when it comes in.
Yes.
So people will know the person who sent it.
Yes.
And the person who logged it will know it was sent. Exactly. So it can't be hidden.
And your word in that committee deliberation on that matter, does your word carry more weight than everybody else's collectively?
No. In fact, my word carries less weight because the expertise are with the other persons in terms of determining the substance of a case is really the director of investigation or the head of the CFU. They are the persons who I rely on to tell me if this thing has substance.
The FID head went.
So the chief technical director can't say, no, I want to pursue this case because X, Y, and Z. You have no expertise. That is the exact thing that Peter Bunting said why you should not take the job. Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome.
I heard Mr. Chung said protect him. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? No, seriously. He said protect.
The man them not protecting him. Him put on that panic. The man them not telling him the detail of the case because them know that he is compromised. So they're not telling the detail of the case.
Colin, this is the same thing that I'm saying. He's compromised because he said they are protecting him.
From what? From himself?
From what? This interview is serious, and people to look into this interview. You know, the man put everything out there.
Yeah, man.
The guy put everything out there, and I don't understand, Colin. I was born in Jamaica, grew in Jamaica, go through the struggle and everything. I'm so disappointed with the PMP that word cannot come from my mouth, man. I'm so disappointed with the PMP. I don't know what's going on, man.
Why are you disappointed with the PNP?
The man called out the PMP in the interview, and PMP don't come out and rebut nothing. The man said it was political because it was campaign and it was election close. So the PMP, it seems like PMP don't have a problem with it now. You want me to tell me, say, them not have a communication task force to come and say and rebut some of these things?
Listen.
They are sleeping. There are so much important things going on in Jamaica. The PMP are, we must call a spade a spade. They are sleeping. I'm a PMP. And it's hurt me to see how they're too silent, Colin, man. They are too silent. I called you off here one day and I explained to you. I said, I know you're a member. You guys have to do something, Colin. Carl, you guys going to be in opposition for a long, long, long time. I'm telling you, wake up. It's a new year. We're over here and we are disgusting with the PMP. I don't know what's going on, man. Something is not right. Something is not adding up. From that guy leave the nothing going on. From nothing going on.
From who leave? Which guy you're talking?
That guy, the secretary of the PMP but he is not acting anymore. What's his name, man? He's in Westmoreland, man. I don't always sometimes somewhere in Westmoreland. Dayton Campbell. Dayton Campbell.
But Dayton Campbell is still the general secretary of the party. He's still the
general
secretary.
I heard that he stepped down and the acting.
No, he hasn't stepped down. What happened is that because Dayton Campbell's constituency is actually the hardest hit from the hurricane.
Yes.
So what they have done, they have put in Maureen Weber, who will do the heavy lifting as it relates to the general secretary role. So she's like Dayton's personal assistant, then you'd want to call it. But Dayton has not stepped down. Dayton Campbell is still the general secretary. But because he's on the ground in Westmoreland more times than not now, and we would expect him to be there for the people, then they put somebody in place to assist with the heavy lifting, the day-to-day management of the political side of things for the party.
Thank you for the
so he's still there.
I want to go back to the interview.
Yes.
The guy said that he's not competent enough to get the job, but he's still there.
He's still there. Yes.
This is Jamaica. What are you running? A banana report? What kind of country? It is bad. Corruption at Jamaica is a 9 to 5 job, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a 9 to 5 job.
This is the most corrupt administration that has ever run Jamaica. The most corrupt administration that has ever run Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Let me just say this, that I agree with you that the PNP is too quiet, too decent, and too... I don't know, I see somebody in the chat room like a while say Mark don't want to politicize the hurricane relief. Mark can't politicize hurricane relief. Only one party can politicize anything in Jamaica now, and it's the Labour Party because they are in government. PNP can't politicize nothing. PNP now have nothing to politicize. All
Colin,
PNP needs to do is to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
But the truth.
That's all the PNP needs to do.
JLP use traffic guru and won an election where they have nothing to do with Jamaica.
Never cost Jamaica a cent.
Never cost Jamaica a cent. But they use it and they run with it and they beat PNP. And they won election.
They are using FinSac. That if you really look at FinSac, it would be more the JLP who is at fault for FinSac than anything else. That's why the JLP spent $130 million to do a FinSac inquiry and cannot release the findings. Because if you really want to talk about FinSac, it is the JLP. You hear Andrew Wellness Array? Find out what position Andrew Wellness had leading up to FinSac and during FinSac. Find out. Go check it. Where was Andrew Wellness in this whole FinSac saga?
You know, you're a brilliant man. You're a media man. God gave you, God gave everybody a talent. He gave you a talent. You're a media man. I don't want to call people name, but I believe PNP need a task force. People like you, Andre Stevens. Get on up, man. Get on up. Get information out there. Pay you. PNP. JLP call out all them bloggers in a parliament who helped them on election. If it wasn't them, they wouldn't have won the election. PNP pay the bloggers. You have a lot of bloggers out here. Run some money for the bloggers, them, man.
Me no blogger though. Me no blogger nor vlogger.
I'm not talking. Me not like that name anymore. You're not a blogger. I don't like. I said pay some money on the podcast on them. There's a lot of good podcasts out there. Pay some money on them. Colin, you are a man of power. Please, if you guys want to be in opposition for the rest of your life, so be it.
Thank you for the call, my brother.
So be it.
I have spoken.
I'm giving you a task, sir.
Thank you.
Get them together, boss.
All right,
get the task force together. Colin, if it's not, you guys are going to be in opposition for a long, long, long time. Thank you.
You're most welcome, my brother. Somebody in the chat room is asking. Hold on the caller. Make I go back to this message here. Somebody in the chat room is saying, where is it? What contribution? Wait there. Somebody asked, caller was contributing to. Caller, what is your contribution to fix the situation there? Okay. Caller, go ahead. Morning.
Blessed top of the morning, Colin. Happy New Year to you and your listeners.
Same to you. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Colin, Dennis says the thing is up to the professionals, right?
Mm-hmm. People with the expertise.
The expertise, right? So if they already have people with the expertise in that sector, why did they have to change the format or change the application to bring in Dennis? I don't understand. I know in a lot of sector when you can't find somebody to fill, you always go in-house and look for the best of the best in-house before you change it.
Are you going to employ somebody to find somebody with the requisite skills?
Yes. And if you can't find it, go through all that, and you can't find somebody in the hunting, use somebody in-house. So what is this about? Wasting money because you put him there and he's still not capable of getting the job done. He said he throw Andrew on that bus. That's one of my points. Now, the next point, I always wonder why the Prime Minister always travel with so many security.
Why not?
I don't understand. He's the only
Why
Prime
not?
Minister I've ever seen travel with so many security.
Times have changed,
and I've
my
been
brother.
wondering for like months now. And I start to remember, and this make it more, I start to remember that he's bullying a certain country which he owes some money and don't want to pay. So I'm wondering if he feels he's under threat that they might come to get him. I don't know. It's just a question to ask and something to think into.
Well, tell you
Because
what,
I
my
can
brother.
remember
Hello?
some people
Caller?
from down in the south
Caller?
once came to Jamaica and
Hello?
moved somebody in that aspect that takes some things from them. So they're capable of doing that, and I think he might be aware of it. And that's
all right, caller. Thank you very much. We hear you. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Morning, Colin.
Oh, this is Talk Jamaica, not the Colin Bell Show. My apologies. Go ahead.
Okay. I've been listening to your program and noticed the various topics discussed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably I might have missed. I haven't heard anything about what's happening in terms of Venezuela, etc.
Well, we touched on it earlier in the program. I am of the opinion that somebody near to Nicolas Maduro sold him out. That's how the US could have just pick him up so easy.
Right,
and,
but I'm looking at the implications for the Caribbean. For example, I came across an interview last night, not an interview, a press conference with Motley held in Barbados yesterday. Very informative. She spoke to CARICOM heads having an early meeting yesterday morning and issuing a statement. But equally important, she also looked at implications on things like tourism, the airline industry, and other areas. She even spoke to the Barbadian staff at the mission in Venezuela because their families would have been concerned about them. Are we likely to get an update here in a similar vein?
Well, I sure would expect so. And the fact that our Prime Minister is the chairman of CARICOM, I would have expected to hear something from Prime Minister Andrew Holness. But, you know, some people look at things different and some people do their things a little bit different. Some people are also cowards. And, of course, there are reasons to be coward if you are a Jamaican leader. Because I don't know if you remember back in the day when Prime Minister Michael Manley tried to stand with Cuba. That was the beginning of the downfall of Michael Manley, because what America did was use the CIA to join with the Labour Party to try and destroy Michael Manley. So it's only strong leaders and extraordinary leaders that will come out now and speak. And I guess Mayor Matley is an extraordinary leader. That's why she's coming out and she's speaking. And we have not heard anything from the chairman of CARICOM. And you raise a very important point. Do we have a mission in Venezuela? What about our people who are in Venezuela? How are they faring out in all of this right now?
Right. I think not speaking about it is not deferring the inevitable, because ultimately we will have to deal with the implications of that move.
And you heard in the news yesterday some flights, over 200 odd flights, even by JetBlue alone, was cancelled, even though they said that it did not affect flights coming to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
So we did give our views on it, and it's also a very concerning point that the US is posturing like any leader they don't like, they can just go take them out. That's the kind of posture I got from the press conference yesterday.
All right. Won't take much time.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Somebody's saying that Andrew is not the chairman. The 6 months finished already. That I think the next chairman will be the St. Kitts chairman, and I don't think him get it yet. I think it's for 6 months. So I don't think it up yet. But the next one will be St. Kitts, I think. Colin, please, could you make one of the Sunday morning program just P&P business? Colin can't continue like this. Colin, I think the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis is the new CARICOM chair. I don't know if him get it yet. I know that he will be the next one. Don't remember. Some people are saying, yes, the time is up. Yes, the time is up. And I have a lot of confidence in my listeners and viewers and subscribers. They are very, very well informed. And that's why they are here. Yeah? People who like information come to Portland Spice TV. Final call. It's 11 o'clock, people. I didn't realize the time fly away so fast. My word. The time fly away very fast. Final call. Morning caller.
Blessed. Grand Rising, Colin.
Grand Rising to you too, my brother. Blessings.
Blessed. They are listening and taking the program still, you see it?
Respect and thanks, man.
I like the energy, you know?
Yes, respect.
But me have a pressing issue and concern where me don't know how to go about it. Me don't even know who to talk to.
Well, make we hear.
You know what I say?
Whole heap of people are listening, so somebody might can help. Go ahead.
All right. Check now. You're born as a farmer, you grow as a farmer. Farmer are your life. Seeing?
Yeah.
Farming are your life. You raise your 2 cow them and you grow them and you multiply and now it's time blow. Seeing?
Yeah.
Government now help you. Seeing half of your cow them dead off. You want to sell a couple of hours left to straighten up yourself. Now the government are going to tell us you have to have passport to sell your own cow where you raised over 100 years, 40 years, 50 years, 20 years, 10 years ago. Seeing?
Right. Hear this though. That passport is to help protect you as a legitimate farmer.
Hey. Yeah, me hear that.
You understand?
But listen this, Colin.
Yeah.
Listen this, your piece. When you go to every vet in your area and the surrounding area and them tell you say none of them in our island. How that work?
Well, you have to now call out the government on that. Because they have to make certain that they take care of their part of it. But caller, you must accept that there are people going around stealing people livestock, stealing people farm produce.
But that still not stop it, Colin. That still not stop it, my brother. The passport not stop it. Come I tell you, say police link with cow thief and animal thief.
Lord
you hear
God.
me? So you say anything where they want thief, then go with that same way, Colin.
Wow.
Then go with the same way.
Wow.
But you as the outright farmer way, legitimately a farm properly, honestly. You can't sell a cow because you want the money today. But a man can't come thief you and nobody in a response for it.
Well, that's why we have to put measures in place to even cut down the stealing. You're not going to have zero stealing, but we have to cut it down much as possible.
Colin, you can't do that and you know make it available for the farmer. So if you want to get it, you can't go get it now.
That is the problem now.
We've been a check about this from more than 6 months. I've been from the coming.
Which parish are you in?
From where I hear about it.
Which parish are you in?
Huh?
Which parish are you in?
Me the right on the border St. Elizabeth and Manchester. Roger Clark is my closest neighbor.
Right on the border St. Elizabeth and Manchester. Man, them need to fix the
You
government need to fix
Zuleika
that.
Jess, look at me, they're right in Migla, Zuleika Jess and Michael Philip. Michael Philip is coming like him a slave.
Who are your MP?
Michael Philip are my MP.
Well, we'll call him. I'll call him. I have him number and everything. So I'll call him and make him know that the farmers down there need the government to find the tags. Is the tag them not have? Or the document, the papers?
They don't have no document. They don't have nothing to give nobody for sell no cow. No animal.
No, them have to fix that. So them can't stop your business. Them can't stop your business. But you know one thing I believe that Jamaicans need to take up more? We need to start sue the government more. Okay, see how something like that now where you can't sell your cow? You need to just sue the government.
So you're not going to sue him and you forget 100 million and he tell you saying he can't give you more than 2,000.
But the court will decide. We have to start. We have to start.
Jamaica want to wrap up like a piece of paper and dash it, Virgin. And not lie, Virgin. Them thing at stressing, Virgin.
Yeah, man.
Them thing can't run so no longer, Virgin.
Farmers shouldn't be stressed.
Storm blow.
Government
People
must
want
look
money
after
and you have
farmers.
2 cow and can't sell one higher.
Rubbish that. Rubbish that.
And you have nobody if you go to higher.
Rubbish that.
Virgin, farming we not do nothing else in higher. We don't have no job in higher.
And you want to sell an animal and
tell
now
you
get
can't
money.
sell a cow higher.
No, rubbish that. And I your cow. Rubbish.
So what me fi do now? No, me look here. Me keep me plant sweet potato, everything wash away. Me Irish, everything gone, carrot gone, everything. Virgin, it's a good thing is sweet potato them underground. Me can still pick out and get 1 and 2 right now, Virgin. Yeah. But me I tell us everything gone and me not see nobody fi come evil assist nothing, Virgin. God, you never know, call anything past stressing, Virgin.
I am going to send this call to Michael Phillips, my brother. I'll cut it off and I'm going to send it to Michael Phillips. Make him hear it.
Virgin, me not fit. Right here, me I say, Zulika just do more better than Michael, you know, me tell you that point blank, you know. Zulika just dep on the road like white line of what she have to do, you know. You see that brother there when near Michael Phillips. Me did rate him father, but me not rate him. Me not grow on the corner. Me not tell no lie. Me not see man, brother. He road black, same way. Light post hang down in the road, same way. Zulika just a clean like a rat bat. I come up from down Santa Cruz side, I come up, Virgin. Me what me kill there? Him man last year.
I'll send him this.
Man coming like eat food and negaritis and a yarn and a sleep, Virgin. Tell him man to wake up and do people that walk, Virgin. Yeah, I get 18 or 28 million every month, Virgin. Come the people that walk here.
All right, my brother. I'll send it to him. I'll cut off this.
With dark crown here, Virgin, and him we vote for. And we tell us with dark crown here. With dark, Virgin. And the man must hear this and act accordingly, Virgin. Come clean up St. Paul, Kencham, the whole of them road, they go back to Balaclava side. Brother, I place one. Brother, come do your work, Virgin.
So them place they not clean up yet?
Clean what?
So let me ask you.
Patrol big, Virgin.
Let me ask you a question. Answer that question. Have anybody come to you yet to do an assessment to find out what kind of damage you receive in the hurricane?
You mad?
Nobody no come to you yet?
You must be mad. All me eye them out for drop out, I know me can't see that the person.
Lord God.
Nobody in my community can say. A one woman out I want shop where they call Judy. Me here say must give one little. Me don't know what he say in do. But Virgin, I know one somebody vote for you higher.
No, but when I say, hold on. What I'm asking, the government supposed to send around people to do assessment, not me kill.
Well, me not see nobody calling. I don't see nobody, and I don't hear anybody say they see anyone either.
So nobody.
Everybody around here farming with you.
So your house get damaged?
Virgin, you see me house, couple sheet of zinc lift up our fight, and we put it on back. You saw me there?
Yeah.
But the whole life farm gone higher.
What about other people house get mashed up, other people house blown
up? Oh, you mean if other people lose their house? There are people that know stop, Virgin.
And you're saying you are not aware of anybody from the government agency, Ministry of Labor, or
Colin. No, Colin.
Nobody no come take your name.
Big old fat
what happened to your house? How much animal you lose? How much acre potato you lose?
No, that I am. No, father. Me not see that.
All right.
Me not see that.
All right,
until me not see that.
All right, sir.
Tell Kiman say them little Virgin. Tired of talking in the eye. Kind of know me talking no Virgin.
All right.
And Michael Philip now don't know eye. Julika just a try her best. Me can see it. She a clean her road good. Full road that just where the people, them are the cities, because the community, cities are the community, them just walk and that do some cleaning, and that's it.
So it's a light post.
Nothing higher.
Where's a light post still hang down in the road, same way around there?
Right now, I want to get one little truckload of mall, and the truck can't pass skylight post hang down in the road. The people, them say they know want cut it down, and then people go tell government, say them cut it down, and then go lock them up. Virgin, me can't take the idiot style higher.
So hold on now.
A 2 month that had now.
Hold on. So GPS need to come round now. Tell where the era them again where GPS need to come.
Jamaica pussy whole service need to come clean up.
Hey, hold on the caller. Hold on. A public space with the panel. This is a broadcast. This is not a vlogging or a blogging. So
Sorry about
apologize
the
for
language,
that.
Colin.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about the language, Colin.
Tell with the
Anybody will listen, but me dark, you know, if you understand,
all right.
brother.
So
Me
tell with
want
the
a little chop.
areas. Tell with the areas
All
where
right.
JPS no
Yes.
come move no post here. Tell with them.
Run a Roger Clark area where Roger Clark live, run a St. Paul, Paradise, round the side there. Kencham, Balaclava, heading to Balaclava, going up to Mile Gully, like St. Paul, Beverly, them side, them Freetown, them side, them Mayfield, them side, them brother, we not see nobody.
And you say light poles thing hang down in the road at them place there.
Yes, Colin, we want to get a little load of mall and the truck can't pass cars. Everybody afraid to cut it dirty post out the road where they must say government are going to come lock up people for. Tell him to come cut you out then and put up good posts.
All right, sir. All right. Thank you for the call.
With dark
Appreciate it.
Colin, please,
you must,
man.
Yes, sir. Me I go send this to Michael Phillips as me come off. Me I cut it off and send it to Michael Phillips. Me understand your vibes.
All right, my father, man.
Bless
Respect here.
One love. Truth is truth, whether you like it or not. And that's what we preach around here. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me thank all of you who have called, everybody in the chat room. Bless your heart. Happy New Year. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. This has been Talk Jamaica for another Sunday morning. Join us Sunday morning again for Talk Jamaica. But hey, tomorrow evening, Monday evening, 5 o'clock, we are on with the Colin Bell Show. Monday evening, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, we start at 5 o'clock. We will bring different guests and everything, and we give you the information right here on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Become a Portland Spice TV ambassador. Share this channel with everybody around the world so that whenever we are on, they can get the information. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again. One love. Madam Producer.